Hi, I'm Johnny Ross from johnnyross.com, and here's my video on the top 3 mistakes made in e-commerce on search engine optimization, SEO for short. We all know how important Google is in e-commerce. Using a tracking tool like Google Analytics on your website can help you understand everything about each person that has walked into your online shop. Where they came from, what pages they liked, how they found you, and more importantly, your website's conversion rate, or how many visitors you converted to customers. If you haven't yet added an analytics tool to your site, it simply involves adding a small bit of HTML code into the back end of your website. Your website developer can do this easily for you. Hopefully, you've already identified the keywords that your customers are searching on and which bring in the most sales for your business. If you haven't, you're missing out. But again, identifying potential keywords and search terms for your site is also pretty simple with one of the free tools available. So I would suggest you use Google Analytics to identify the keywords your website is currently scoring high on, and then something like Google Keyword Tool to find any missed opportunities and ensure that these are then added to your site's content. So, obviously, keywords are important as a starting point, but there are 3 areas where e-commerce businesses are not maximizing their sales. These are general themes I have picked up on from the audits I do for businesses. Number 1, the checkout process. This should be as fluid and easy to understand as possible for customers. The typical conversion rate for an e-commerce site is around 2%, but with good conversion optimization, you can typically increase that to around 4 to 5%. Did you know that the average checkout consists of 5 steps and about a quarter require account registration? Both of these are typical reasons why online shops lose customers before they confirm payment. Wherever possible, you should minimize the amount of steps your customer has to go through to make a purchase. For example, do they really need to type out their whole address, or could you set up an address search so they only type in their house number and their postcode? Number 2, image quality and product copy. Customers want to see in detail what they are getting. The more high quality photos of your product and the more you can show the product from different angles, and even better with a zoom option, the better. Customers should also be offered concise, clear product information. They should also be offered an in-depth description where they can find a full technical specification. Product information should be presented in a very easy to read format with a short summary using bullet points and the option to click through to more detailed information. The product description or product copy should not just be a list of information about the product, but should be written with the customer's needs in mind. It should solve a problem for them. Product copy should be written with a focus on features, advantages, and benefits. Ask yourself, what is the feature? i.e., this knitted jumper is made of lamb's wool. What does the feature do? i.e., the knitted lamb's wool traps the warm air from your body and holds it in a layer next to your skin. That's the advantage. And what's in it for me, the customer? i.e., this extra layer keeps you warm and dry in the cold winter weather. Always turn a feature into a benefit wherever possible and give as many as possible to increase your conversion rate. Finally, product copy should not be a cut and paste of the manufacturer's information, as firstly, this can get you into trouble with Google, and secondly, you won't stand out from every other retailer selling the same item. You should use your product's information to engage with your audience. Write it for them, to them directly, and with personal recommendations and links to reviews if possible. And finally, number 3, URLs and canonical tags. E-commerce website product pages are not usually very SEO friendly, so here is somewhere you can really stand out if you do it well. On many websites, you will just see numbers and product codes instead of keywords and search terms. For example, mysite.com/product XYZ123 instead of mysite.com/red beach towel. Canonical tags help search engines like Google to deal with products that have variations. So typically on an e-commerce site, a beach towel will have a page for the red version, a page for the blue version, and a page for the green version. If the pages all have almost the same information, this can confuse Google and lead to all 3 pages not being ranked at all or even listed. In most circumstances, we will be better using a canonical tag to tell Google that the page we want to show in the search results is the main beach towel page. Or, if for example the red beach towel is the best seller, then you would use canonical tags to point this to the first page. Canonical tags therefore help with relevancy and reduce the dilation that often takes place with almost duplicate pages. So there are my top 3 mistakes commonly made in e-commerce on search engine optimization and details on how to avoid them. As a final note and a reminder on where we started, once you have done your keyword analysis, remember to revisit it on a regular basis. Don't forget that the keywords that worked a year ago may not be the ones that are best today. Keep checking your Google Analytics and revise keyword and content strategies continually. For more top tips and free advice, make sure you go over right now to johnnyross.com, no H in Johnny by the way, so that's johnnyross.com, and subscribe right now. And you can follow me on Twitter @JRConsultancy. Of course, if you want some bespoke advice, contact me now.